All right, so today we're diving deep into Lucknow, the capital of Uttar Pradesh in India. And going through the material, one thing that really jumps out is this sort of fascinating blend of Mughal and Awadhi influences. Like, it really seems to be at the heart of the city's identity.
Yeah, it's this really cool mix, right? And it goes beyond just aesthetics. The sources we have point to this strong sense of history, culture, and heritage that is just so tangible in Lucknow.
It's almost like you can feel it just reading about it.
Exactly.
So let's start, I guess, with the history. It seems like Lucknow's story really kind of kicks off, or at least a major chapter begins with the Mughals, and then it evolves pretty significantly into the Nawabs of Awadh.
Yeah, that's a great place to start because that shift from Mughal authority to the independent rule of the Nawabs in the 18th and early 19th centuries was a game changer. That's when Lucknow really transformed into this cultural powerhouse. I mean, the Nawabs, they were serious patrons of the arts, and they created this environment where poetry, music, dance, all these sophisticated art forms could not only exist but thrive and really develop these unique Lucknow styles.
I mean, some of the descriptions in the sources of like the palaces, the forts, it's just this incredible image of opulence and artistry.
Right. You can almost picture these places bustling with intellectual and artistic energy. But, it's important to remember that Lucknow's history has its share of upheaval, too. The sources make a point of highlighting Lucknow's role in the Indian Rebellion of 1857.
Oh, absolutely, showing that resistance against British rule.
Yeah,
It wasn't just beauty and refinement.
exactly. It's a nuanced history.
So let's shift gears a bit and talk about cultural heritage. These terms, tizab and adab, pop up a lot. What do they really mean in the context of Lucknow?
Well, they're super fundamental to understanding the city's character, like the tehzeeb and adab. They represent this whole system of etiquette, this really refined social conduct. It's all about grace, courtesy, and a real emphasis on refinement in how people interact.
So it's not just like surface level politeness. It seems to be about shaping how people live and interact with each other.
You're right. It's like woven into the fabric of society.
And then, of course, we have to talk about Lucknow's incredible contributions to Urdu poetry. The sources specifically mention ghazal and sha'ari, right?
Absolutely. Lucknow was like a hotbed for Urdu literature. These ghazal and shayari styles, known for their eloquence and this deep emotional depth, really flourished there. And they often dealt with themes of love, longing, the human experience, but with a really specific sensitivity. The Lucknow school of poetry kind of became known for that, for this really elaborate and indirect style, full of metaphors, quite different from, say, the Delhi style, which can be much more direct.
That's really interesting, that distinction. And of course, it wasn't just the written word, right? Lucknow also became this major center for Indian classical music and dance. Thumri and Kathak are mentioned a lot.
Exactly. Thumri is known for being lyrical and expressive, and it's often focused on romantic or devotional themes. And then Kathak, of course, is famous for that intricate footwork and storytelling through movement. And the Nawab's patronage played a huge role in helping these art forms evolve and develop their own distinct Lucknow flavor. For example, the Lucknow Gharana of Kathak is known for being more elegant and having these softer movements compared to other styles.
I'm starting to sense a theme here with this elegance and refinement.
Yeah, it really is a common thread.
Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. Food. Awadhi cuisine. I mean, the sources just make it sound so amazing.
Oh yeah, you can't talk about Lucknow without talking about the food.
Tandoori kebab, Lucknowi biryani, chicken curry, shirmal. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
It's understandable. It's really special. And you can see the Mughal influence very clearly in Awadhi cuisine. Those royal cooking techniques, slow simmering, aromatic spices. The emphasis is on creating these really rich and complex flavors. It's an art form in itself.
And the fact that these recipes have been passed down for generations just adds to that, right? It's not just following a recipe. It's about continuing a whole culinary tradition.
Exactly. You're tasting history. Speaking of history, Lucknow's historical sites and architecture are just incredible, too. The Bar Imambara, built by Nawab Asaf-ud-Daulah, is considered like the must-see monument.
And that's the one with the massive central hall, the largest arched structure in the world without any support pillars, right?
That's the one. Pretty amazing when you think about the engineering involved, especially for that time period.
Absolutely. And then there's the Chota Imambara, famous for its ornate decoration, and the Rumi Darwaza, that grand gateway that's become such an iconic symbol of Lucknow. And of course, we can't forget the Residency, which has that extra layer of historical significance because of its role in the 1857 rebellion.
Yeah, each of these sites offers a glimpse into a different part of Lucknow's past. It's like walking through history.
And we also have to mention chikankari, that intricate hand embroidery work that's so closely associated with Lucknow. It's world-renowned, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's more than just embroidery. It's a real art form that has been refined over centuries, and the patterns are just exquisite. So, as we think about modern Lucknow, it's interesting to see how the city has evolved while still holding on to its historical and cultural identity.
Yeah, the sources describe it as this really developed, busy city, a center for education, commerce, politics, but one that's managed to blend that with its rich heritage. It's like the past and present coexisting.
And what's really great is that even with modernization, Lucknow's culture and traditions are still super vibrant. You see it in the way they celebrate festivals like Diwali, Eid, and Holi.
Right, and those bustling markets like Hazratganj and Aminabad, where you can find everything from traditional handicrafts to modern fashion. It just sounds like a city with so much energy and life.
It definitely is this really cool blend of old and new. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that Lucknow is a place that successfully combines that historical charm with modern development. A great place to visit if you're into history, culture, or just want to experience someplace unique.
100% agree. And it really makes you think, this whole idea of artistic refinement and cultural exchange, it's so central to Lucknow's identity, especially with that tehzeeb concept and the merging of Mughal and Wadi traditions. It's like, what can we learn from that in today's world as we navigate cultural diversity in our own societies? How do these deep historical and cultural roots continue to shape our cities today? And how can we, like Lucknow, learn to embrace the future without losing sight of our heritage? These are important questions, I think, that Lucknow kind of makes us think about. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this deep dive into Lucknow. It's been a fascinating journey.